Okay, that was Baron. He's hanging out in the backyard. I'll have him be part of some of my videos just so you can see him. He's kind of a goofball. So if you ever are watching my videos and you're hearing somebody obnoxiously barking in the background, now you know who it is. Okay, anyways, this video is going to be about integers, so practicing integers, and it is from one of my absolute favorite places online, and that's for a few reasons. Number one, it's free, which is awesome. So down here at the bottom, mathdrills.com, I tell all my students, if you want to practice math and you don't want to have to come up with problems on your own, or you don't want to have to go through your textbook, this is a great place to go. So mathdrills.com. And the beautiful thing about this, again, is it's free. But the other thing about mathdrills.com is you can find just about any math concept on there to practice. There's multiple worksheets. As you can see, this one is A. Every topic has multiple worksheets. And the beautiful thing is it prints or you can print, you have an option to print an answer key as well. So you can actually check your work, which is just awesome. So really good place to go. So if you're interested in it all, go to mathdrills.com. It's a great resource for pretty much all math. I haven't come across any concepts yet that I haven't been able to find a worksheet for on their website. So there's a little plug for you. I absolutely love that website. Okay, so what I want to do now is we're going to go through and do some integers, and I just printed off a few worksheets from mathdrills.com. We're going to go through and actually work through some of the problems. So I think I'm actually going to move these out. We'll just do one at a time here. So I'm just going to go through and pick some of these problems, and I'm going to apply what I went over in my adding integers and subtracting integers video. So over here on the side, I'm going to just write what my rules are, just to remind myself what the rules are. Okay, so I'm going to write them kind of small over here on the side. So same signs, add, same signs, add, keep the sign, different signs, subtract, and this one is larger number carries the sign. And again, if this is not something that you remember or recall, go back and watch the original video that I did on adding and subtracting integers. So what it means is same signs. If they are the same signs, you add them together. You have to keep the sign. Very important, this keep the sign part. A lot of my students make the mistake of dropping the sign, especially if it's negatives, and then it throws off their whole problem. So really important. And then the other thing here is different signs. Different signs subtract. So if they're different, you're going to subtract them. And then whatever the larger number is, your answer needs to match. So if your larger number is positive, your answer should be positive. Or if your largest number is negative, your answer should be negative. Okay. There's just a quick recap. All right, let's go through and let's do some of these problems. And I'm just going to go through and talk through them. I'm not going to actually go through and box them up like I did in the other videos, so we can get through as many as possible. I'm going to jump around on the worksheet too. There's no reason for you to ever do a worksheet in order. I like to go through and do the ones that I like first, and then go back and tackle the other ones as I go. Okay, I'm going to just start up here in the top left-hand corner though. So I have a positive number and a negative number. So they're different signs. I have to subtract them. So the difference between 8 and 3 is 5. And 8 is bigger, so it's a negative 5. Okay. The next one. Oh, this is one of those where you can connect. So I have a subtract a negative. So I can connect these two symbols together to make a plus. So this is 6 plus 4 now, which is 10. Okay, this is just standard math, 6 minus 5, but they're different signs, so I subtract them. Larger number's positive, which is 6, answer's positive. Okay, this one's nice because it's already grouped for you, so I have two negative numbers, so same signs, you add them together, keep the sign, very important, that should be a negative 10. Okay, these two are opposite signs. So bigger number is -10, so that means I gotta have a negative answer, and I'm gonna take the difference because they are different signs. You're gonna subtract them. So that's gonna be a -2. Okay, oh, we get to connect this one again, just like the one above. So this is 8 plus 2, which is gonna be just a +10. Okay, different signs, subtract. So you can look at this even backwards, right? If you rearrange this order, it's really 6 minus 2, which you can do. That's okay to do. But if you just go with what I told you before, which is they're different signs, you take the difference or subtract them, which is 6 and 2. The difference is 4. 6 is positive, so my answer is positive because 6 is bigger. Okay. These are both the same signs. Even though this is 0, it's important to take into consideration that they're the same signs. I'm going to add them together and keep the sign. So this would be -1. Okay, this one again, get to connect the little negative sign in the subtraction. So I'm going to rewrite this one just so it's easier for me to see. These are different signs. So I'm going to take the difference, and the difference between 2 and 1 is 1. And 2 is bigger and its positive, answer is positive. This is just standard math. 7 minus 4, which is 3. Different signs, subtract. Larger number carries the sign. The 7 is positive, the 4 is negative. Okay, connecting again. These are fun. 8 plus 2 equals 10. Okay, we have a few more connecting ones up here. Let's tackle... Well, this is just a standard math question, right? So 8 plus 4, or 6, I'm getting ahead of myself. 8 plus 6 is 14. So that's a nice, easy one to do. We have some more connector ones. Let's do this one. So this is -4 minus 4. Remember that this is behind a subtraction. That 4 is behind a subtraction sign, so that means it's negative. So be very careful with these. So this is -4 and -4. Same signs, add and keep the sign. So my answer is going to be a -8. Okay, 7 minus 5 is 2. We get to connect again on this guy, which is -5 plus 6. They're different signs. They take the difference. 6 is bigger, it's positive. Answer is positive. I think that looks like we've covered, the majority of those. So that's for add and subtract. If you think about it though, the subtract ones, unless they're just a standard subtraction one or one like this that has the same sign, so you're adding them together, you're technically, well, and I just said it, you're technically adding every time, right? So you're adding here. If I connect these two, I'm actually adding. Connect these, I'm adding. This one I'm adding, 2 that are the same. This one I'm adding. So even though we're saying subtracting integers, you're really adding them once you apply your knowledge of negatives and subtractions. Okay, let's try another sheet. So this one is going to be all operations, okay? And again, mathdrills.com, awesome place. So mathdrills.com, I'm gonna highlight it here. Write it down. If you've never been there before, go check it out. Okay, so this sheet is really nice, I think, because everything's already in parentheses. So sometimes they put them in parentheses. The next sheet that I'm going to show you, not everything's in parentheses. So it's really just kind of hit or miss whether we end up with parentheses or not. I'm going to do these problems in purple. My blue pen's being a stinker. Okay, so parentheses on these just means grouping symbols. It's just to show where the negative number is. This double plus here, so plus a positive, that's not something you typically see. But again, this sheet is meant more for strategy with grouping symbols, okay? All right, so we're gonna just go through and we're gonna apply our same signs add, different signs subtract, okay? And then same signs positive, different signs negative. All right, so here we go. So let's tackle a few. We'll try to do a few of each operation. So let's start with this guy in the top. So we're gonna do a plus. So we have same signs add, keep the sign. So 5 and 4 is 9, and they're both negative, so it needs to be a negative. Okay, here's an addition statement with different signs. So different signs subtract. 3 is bigger, so my answer needs to be negative, and its difference between 3 and 1 is 2. Okay, let's go down and do another addition. I'm going to try to do these in order here. Okay, this addition right here has same signs as like the first one actually, but that's okay, we'll do it. Same signs, we add them, so 3 and 6 we add together, keep the sign, which is negative. So negative 9 on that one. Okay, I guess we'll do this one. Okay, so these are, we're adding, so excuse me, we're adding, but they're different signs. So different signs means to subtract. So I'm going to take the difference between 9 and 3, which is 6, and the bigger number is 9, which is positive, so my answer is positive. Okay, let's do some subtraction ones. So subtract, here's one of those that I get to connect. So this is a negative 4 plus 1, and they're different signs, so I'm going to subtract. So 4 and 1, difference is 3. 4 is bigger, 4 is negative, answer is negative. Okay, here's another subtraction one. So I have different signs. I need to subtract them. Okay, so actually, let's talk about this one. This one's kind of strange because it's behind a subtraction sign. So I'm going to rewrite this problem because this one's kind of a stinker one. So this one's kind of they're trying to trick you kind of. All right, so if I just bring down my negative 8, this is actually going to be minus 6 as opposed to minus a positive 6. Because again, remember I said anything behind a subtraction sign is a negative number. So this is actually negative 8 minus 6. So they're the same signs. You add them and keep the sign. That one's kind of a challenge one, I guess. Okay. Another subtraction. Here's another subtraction. We get to connect. This is negative 7 plus 3. Different signs, take the difference. And larger number is negative, so it should be a negative answer. All right, let's do a multiply. Let's go to this multiply. So same signs, positive answer. So 2 times 7 is 14, and it should be a positive answer because they're both negative. We're going to do this one that's right next to it. So this is just standard math, right? I have a positive 8 multiplied by a positive 3. You don't even need the positive signs. It's just 8 times 3, which is 24. Okay, let's do this one. So this one is different signs. So when we're multiplying, different signs, negative answer. So I like to put my negative sign out there first just so I don't forget it. Okay, and this is just 5 times 3, which is 15. Okay, one more of the multiplication ones. Let's do, which one do I like? Let's do this one because this one's opposite of that one. Okay, so these are, and I say opposite, this is negative times a positive, this is positive times a negative, that's all I mean. Okay, so this is going to be different signs, negative answer, and it's just 2 times 4, which is 8. Okay, let's do some division. So division problems. Right here is a division problem. So I have 3 divided by 3, right, which is 1. They're different signs, negative answer. Okay, here's a division problem. Same signs, positive answer. So 18 divided by 6 is 3. And since they're the same signs, it's a positive 3. I think those are the only division ones on this sheet. Okay, all right, I think that's good. All right, last sheet, we're just gonna do a few more problems on this last sheet here. And again, mathdrills.com, awesome place. And I just printed the A sheets. So again, if you want more challenge, you want more practice, they have a lot more sheets to choose from. I just picked the first one in the list. All right, so let's do a few of these. So these are different than the last sheet because they don't have any parentheses whatsoever. You can go through and you can box them if you need to, or Hopefully you are practicing enough that you actually have your rules down and you don't need your boxes. If you do need your boxes though, that's totally fine. Just do the boxes. It's not a big deal. Okay, let's do as many as we can, and I'm going to go through it fairly quickly. So if I'm going too fast, pause and rewind it. Or if I'm going at the right pace, then that works for me and for you. Okay, here we go. So standard math, 9 divided by 3, both positive, positive answer. 8 divided by 8, 1, both positive, positive answer. Same signs, add, keep the sign. This is 2 plus 8, which is 10, stays positive. Again, all basic math skills, but we just applied our integer rules now that we know what they are. Okay, this one looks kind of backwards, so does this one. They are different signs. So I have a positive 3, a negative 8, so I need to take the difference, which is going to be 5. 8 is bigger, it's negative, so it's a negative 5 answer. This one, very similar. Positive 2, negative 8, take the difference, which is 6. 8 is bigger, it's negative, negative answer. Okay, division. For division, it's same signs, positive answer. So all I need to know is that's a positive, and it's 30 divided by 5, which is 6. Okay, same signs, positive answer. 1 divided by 1 is 1. Please don't say 0, it's not a subtraction. So 1 divided by 1 is 1. Okay, standard math. 2 positive numbers, so same signs, add, keep the sign. That would be 7. That's basic math. 1 plus 9 is 10, basic math. Okay, these are the same signs. We're going to add and keep the sign. So 6 plus 2 is 8. Keep the sign, it stays negative. 1 divided by negative 1. Opposite of this guy over here, right? So this one is different signs, negative answer. Okay, these are same signs, positive answer. So 7 times 2, 14. And again, same signs, positive answer. These are different signs. So 54 divided by 9. 54 divided by 9. It's going to be 6. And they're different signs, negative answer. Okay, different signs, negative answer. It's 12 divided by 6, which is 2. Standard math again. 9 plus 4, 13. These are the same signs. You add them, keep the sign. These are the same signs. You add them, even though there's a subtraction sign here. Remember, this also means negative 5 plus a negative 1 means the same thing. So these are the same. So same signs, add, keep the sign. Okay? Different signs, negative answer. Different signs, negative answer. Same signs, add and keep the sign. Different signs, negative answer. Different signs, negative answer. Same signs, positive answer. Same signs, add, keep the sign. Different signs, negative answer. Different signs, same signs, add, different signs, subtract. Oh my goodness, forgetting my rules here. Okay, so different signs, we're going to subtract. Bigger number carries the sign. 7's positive, answer's positive. Same signs, positive answer. 9 goes into 27 3 times. Different signs, subtract. Bigger number carries the sign. Same signs, add. Keep the sign. Basic math here, but different signs, subtract. Bigger number, positive. Carries the sign, positive answer. Okay, I hope that was not too quick for you, and I hope that was some good review for you or some good practice for you. Again, if you need more practice, go to mathdrills.com, print out some worksheets for yourself and some answer keys, that way you can check your work. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to add those to the bottom of the video. I hope this was helpful for you, and thank you for joining me on Cosgrove Math Revolution, and I hope to see you again on another video soon. Thanks.